All right, y'all. Funny story. So, the way how I thought I passed this account yesterday when I made that $1,000, I was over by $48, right? Trying to highlight it, but yeah, I was over by $48 on my one trade. They do not have a buffer. So, the most I could have made in a day is $1,000 to stay under the 40% consistency. My consistency ended up being 40.1%. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? So I checked the details. All I had to make was like $6 extra on a separate day. I'm like, bro, y'all could have just let that slide. But either way, I made a trade today. It'll update at the end of the day. And then I should finally be getting my certificate and my pass email, and then I'll be able to start my funded account. But yeah, I just had to share that because it's funny. Like $6, man, y'all couldn't let that slide. But this is my first account with Tradeify ever. I always heard things about them and never tried them. I just was, scoping them out for a while. And their new select plan seems like something good. So later on, once I get the pass email and the new account, I'll take you guys through the process of me choosing the next steps and whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'll holla. Well, hey y'all, I am back, and now I'm going to take you guys through the process of passing the account. I finally passed. As you can see, I got the profit target, consistency, trading days all passed, right? So this is the process when you go through with the select account. That's just basically it. As you can see, I made that little $6 the last day. These are my stats from like all of the days that I've traded. I had one losing day. I lost less than $400, and then everything else was kind of balanced out. This big day is what cost me to have to trade another extra day because I went over by $48. So now I'm going to activate the funding, and now you get to choose red pill, blue pill. With the daily payouts, you get a payout frequency of every day. However, you have to make a buffer of $2,100 to be able to request a payout. Your max payout amount is $1,000 per payout. So as long as you're over the buffer $2,100, you can request up to $1,000 per day. You have $2,000 max drawdown, and you also have a daily loss limit of $1,000. So yeah, that's basically all of that. And then with the 5-day payout, you get payout every 5 days or every trading week, basically. You have a maximum of $3,000 per payout. You have no consistency. Oh, also this one has no consistency. Neither one of these have consistency once funded, which is very important because I believe that consistency can damage your psychology as a trader, because then it's like you got to kind of cap your profits or lose money so you don't go over consistency when every 2 trading days is not always the same. So why should I have to make the same amount of money? You know what I'm saying? Stay under this bracket. So I would highly suggest always avoid consistency rules in funded accounts. Evaluations, okay, whatever, because usually it's high, like 50% or whatever. You could pass in like 2 days, but I believe you should have as much freedom as a live account, even though it's a sim account, in your funded account versus being restricted by a certain amount you have to make per day. Okay, so, and then that also can encourage over trading as well, because when you're trying to make a payout and you gotta get a little bit more, then you're gonna push it just so you can get that payout. So no. Yeah, so back to 5 days, sorry. The select, and this is select daily and this is select flex. Those are the titles of each. 5 days, you get $3,000 per payout. Both have the max trailing drawdown of $2,000, which is end of day. No daily loss limit, no consistency, and you must make $150 per day minimum for the trading date account, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. This is something that is pretty average across accounts. You just have to basically make a profitable day for the date account. Even if you don't make this much, it's okay, because it still adds up towards the amount in profit that you have, which can lead to a $3,000 payout. So you collect 5 winning days, each $150 plus in profit to unlock a payout, and you can withdraw up to 50% of your account balance, capped at the max payout. So let's just say I make $6,000 on this account. Well, I can take out $3,000 every 5 days, as long as I'm consistently making $150 per day. But I make $6,000 in a trading week, 5 days. I can take out $3,000 for that, and that'll leave me with $3,000 left in my account, because it'll only allow you to take out 50%. Make $4,000, you could take out $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Or if you do 150, let's see, 150. Hold on. 150 times 5. Okay, so if you just make the minimum, $750. Oops. Alright, so you could take out $375 total. But unfortunately, I do believe that will leave you with only $375 as your buffer. So you have to be mindful of how much money you're leaving in the account, because that will be your buffer. And that's one thing I don't like. That's one rule I don't like about these prop firms, is that they slide your buffer up to 0, like your max loss to 0, or the initial balance, $50K after you withdraw the money. But either way, it's no rush. I like the idea of the 5-day payouts more than the daily payouts, because I feel like even though $1,000 lost daily is a lot of money, I believe in setting my own daily loss limits, because there was the other day that I had that loss. I was actually down like 1.2K. So, and then I made it back, with another trade. And I wasn't chasing the market. I just was following my setup. But it's just like, this is money I can make back. But I'm going to have to be restricted now, because $1,000, what if I go over a little bit? You understand? So I believe that this is not really a good thing necessarily. I would probably make mine a little bit bigger, even though it's a $2,000 max drawdown. But just the way how my trading style is, I can work with that. You understand what I'm saying? So just capping it at 1,000, and how much I risk, which is basically 1% of the account, that'll cap me at 2 trades when I usually take 3. That math ain't mathing. And then also the buffer. I've had experience with buffer before when I was trading Balenix, and it kind of annoyed me. But when you think about it, it's not really much different. But it's more, I feel like it's more freedom, even if you make that minimum amount, which is the $750 on the 5-day payout one, because now at least now I have the freedom to take my money out, versus I gotta grind a little bit more to make $2,000 before I can request a payout. And it's a smaller payout amount. That's another thing, per payout, but it is daily. So that's the thing. It's like, red pill or blue pill. I'm really leaning more towards the blue pill, just because I feel like it's more flexible. Just like the name says, flex, 50K, select flex. I do believe that the flex is going to be more flexible for me. and allowing me to just trade how I trade and how I feel. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the flex. One thing I liked about this account is that the profit target was way smaller. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to make 3,000. I made 2,600, and I was able to pass. And that's what attracted me to this. Just because sometimes when I'm like about to reach that 3,000, it just feels so far away. Like I usually always get like stopped at like 25, around 25. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. Let me do the 2,500 because that's like easier for me to make. But it's like a bunch of times like last year where I was in an eval and I was supposed to make 3,000, and it's like I reached like 2,600 or 2,400, and then I had to make more, and then I lost. And that's what happened that day too. That day I had that loss. I was away. I was $500 away, but I lost 300 or close to $400. And then basically like I had to wait until Monday to try again, or the next day. I don't remember exactly when it was. I didn't trade Monday, so it was Tuesday. And then I see that I still went over and I had to trade another day and make $6. So it's like those type of things weigh on you, and it's like a pattern. So I just wanted to break out the pattern and try a little something different. And like I said, this is my first account with Tradeify. I haven't tried them ever before, but a lot of people had good things to say about them all this time they've been operating. So yes, I would choose the flex. Let's go. All right, there we go. We got our funding certificate, and yeah, we did it. We made it. So I'll be looking forward to trading this account with you guys. Yeah, I mean, everything looks good. We up and over from here. This is the first prop account of the year. I'm thinking about which one I want to try next, but when I figure that out and try it out, I'll let you guys know. This one, like I said, is my first one by Tradeify, so I'm excited. But it's Select Flex and my blue pill choice. And yeah, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next trading video. Very excited. This is great news. I feel like every time you have a win like this or a win in general, you should always celebrate yourself as a trader, because trading is freaking hard. Okay? But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next trading video. All right? Peace.